On a warm afternoon at the beach, the members of BTS decided to spend their time together after going through a series of busy weeks, a choice that reflected their need to rest for a moment and enjoy each other's company without the usual official schedules, and the moment immediately attracted fans' attention when they turned on a live broadcast showing the relaxed atmosphere with the calm sea in the background and the sky slowly changing colors as the sun sank toward the horizon, creating a peaceful scene far from the noise of the stage. Jungkook, who held the phone, looked excited to share this togetherness, showing the faces of the members present in their casual styles, some wearing hoodies, others with wet hair from just playing in the water, while another covered his head with a simple beanie, giving the impression that they were truly enjoying time as a group of friends on vacation. The broadcast went on lightly with laughter and carefree expressions until an interesting moment appeared when Jungkook, with his typical energy and spontaneous style, said something that made Suga smile briefly before reflexively covering his neck with his hand. A small gesture, yet quick enough to be noticed by fans watching live, shifting their focus from the beautiful beach scene to that simple detail. Suga's reaction did not last long, as he soon returned to his usual calm demeanor, looking at the camera with his characteristic neutral expression, as if nothing had happened, while the other members did not seem to pay special attention to it and continued their activities, enjoying the sea breeze and interacting with one another. Although brief, the moment was enough for many fans who are accustomed to observing small details in their appearances to create warm conversations across platforms, with some viewing it simply as part of their natural closeness, while others considered it as another example of how their internal dynamics always provide an interesting side that seems simple, yet reflects strong emotional bonds. The live broadcast continued with the scenery of the sea becoming more beautiful, the sound of waves faintly audible, and light interactions emphasizing that this kind of togetherness is rarely seen by the public because they usually appear in carefully prepared official concepts, whereas this time, everything unfolded naturally. That beach episode then became a topic of discussion, not because of something planned, but because of the small detail that arose naturally, where the warmth of interaction, the spontaneity that appeared, and the rarely seen relaxed atmosphere made the broadcast feel different, offering a more personal closeness between the members and the fans watching from around the world. In the continuation of that afternoon at the beach, the live stream carried on with the same light-hearted mood, and the members gradually grew more relaxed as they allowed the casual setting to take over the pace of their interaction, the sound of waves blending with their movements as they shifted from standing close together near the waterline to slowly walking along the shore. Their laughter occasionally breaking the rhythm of the broadcast, while Jungkook kept the phone steady in his hand, ensuring that the fans could see not only the faces of the members, but also the vast open view of the sea behind them, which offered a sense of openness rarely captured during their usual appearances. The atmosphere of natural camaraderie grew stronger as each member revealed a different side of themselves through their gestures, some choosing to wrap towels around their shoulders, while others casually let the sea breeze dry their damp hair. And although the focus of the viewer still lingered on the moment when Suga covered his neck earlier, the overall impression was one of closeness and simplicity that resonated beyond any small action. Fans online quickly shared screen captures and short clips from the stream, creating a flow of content that circulated across platforms with captions describing the scene in ways that highlighted not just the curiosity, but also the joy of witnessing their idols enjoying a normal day without staging or choreography. As the live continued, the members adjusted their positions, Jungkook occasionally shifting the angle to include everyone, and sometimes tilting the phone to reveal the view of the horizon, where the sunlight softened into golden tones. The contrast between their playful presence and the calm, natural backdrop giving the stream an atmosphere that felt both personal and cinematic, yet stripped of all formal production elements. The response among fans remained vibrant, but respectful, as most recognized the value of being able to witness such a candid moment, rather than treating it as material for speculation, and instead appreciating it as part of the rare times when global stars could appear as ordinary young men, sharing laughter and comfort by the sea. The energy of the group was steady, without dramatic changes, and the feeling of community grew stronger as both members and viewers experienced the same scene simultaneously, an experience that would be remembered not for a grand gesture or surprising announcement, but for the sincerity of its details and the affirmation of bonds that have always been central to their relationship with the audience. The day moved along gently, with the lights softening and the beach growing quieter as other visitors around them gradually dispersed, leaving behind a more intimate setting that gave the impression of a private gathering, even as thousands were connected through the live stream, and the overall tone of the broadcast remained consistent, highlighting the human side of the members in a way that official events rarely capture. By the time the second part of the live stream settled into its natural rhythm, the image that lingered was not of a single gesture, but of an ensemble of personalities moving comfortably within the same space, their ease reflected in their posture, their expressions, and the way they seemed to forget about the camera, even as it continued to transmit every frame to a global audience. As the beach gathering carried on into the later part of the afternoon, the members continued strolling along the sand, their steps unhurried and their presence radiating the kind of ease that comes only when the pressure of schedules and rehearsals is set aside. Jungkook still held the phone, capturing scenes that blended the movement of the waves with the faces of the group. And by then, the live stream had settled into a calm pace that fans seemed to enjoy just as much as the earlier, livelier moments. The sound of the ocean became more noticeable as the chatter among the members softened, creating a background that felt organic and grounding, as if the stream itself had transitioned from being a display of playful energy to a window into simple companionship. Some of the members began sitting down on the sand, letting their feet touch the cool surface, while others remained standing near the shoreline, where the water occasionally reached their ankles. Each of them showing a different way of embracing the setting in a manner that was both personal and revealing of their comfort with one another. Suga remained composed after his familiar gesture, calmly engaging with the group and occasionally glancing toward the camera, not with intention, but more as a natural consequence of being present in its frame, which further emphasized that nothing had shifted in the tone of the gathering. The fans who watched continued to circulate clips online, and discussions grew, not in the form of speculation, but as expressions of appreciation for the glimpse into ordinary moments of togetherness, which often hold more value for followers than polished performances. The beach setting itself became part of the narrative, with fans highlighting the warm tones of the sky, the gentle wind visible in the movement of clothing and hair, and the rare sight of the group in such an informal environment, which collectively shaped the experience into something memorable. The flow of the broadcast showed how the members interacted with their surroundings in unscripted ways, from brushing sand off their legs to wrapping towels tighter as the air cooled. And these small actions carried their own weight in shaping the mood of the afternoon. Each member seemed equally invested in the shared time, without any sign of hierarchy or spotlight, as they laughed over small things invisible to the audience, and allowed the camera to pick up only the surface of what was clearly a deeper bond behind the scenes. The viewers watching live sensed that what mattered was not any particular event or remark, but the overall picture of calmness and authenticity that stood in contrast to the structured intensity of their usual appearances. By the time the sun drew closer to the horizon, painting the sky with a mix of orange and pink, the members were seen grouping together again, allowing Jungkook to capture a wider shot where all of them fit naturally into the frame, their silhouettes softened by the golden light of the hour, creating a visual memory that many fans immediately saved and shared. The third phase of the broadcast thus unfolded without disruption or drama, instead reinforcing a sense of balance where global icons could exist simply as friends by the sea, letting the atmosphere shape the moment and leaving behind a stream that was remembered less for its content than for the feeling it carried to those who watched from afar. As the live stream entered its final stretch, the atmosphere at the beach grew even calmer, with the sun nearly setting and casting a soft glow across the horizon that framed the members in a warm and natural light. Jungkook kept adjusting the phone to capture not only their faces, but also the expansive background where the waves rolled steadily and the sky transitioned from bright gold to a deeper shade of orange and pink, the kind of view that often turns ordinary gatherings into unforgettable memories. The group appeared more settled now, some sitting close together on the sand and others stretching their legs while looking toward the water, and the quietness of the scene carried through the broadcast in a way that made fans feel they were part of an intimate closing chapter of the day. The earlier energy had given way to reflection, and even though the members did not directly address the details that had caught attention before, their body language spoke of comfort, familiarity, and the kind of bond that requires no explanation. Suga remained relaxed, blending seamlessly into the group dynamic, while Jungkook kept his attention on ensuring everyone was included in the frame, his enthusiasm softening into a steady calm that matched the mood of the evening. Fans who had stayed through the entire stream continued engaging online, filling timelines with images and short clips, but the tone of the discussions mirrored the broadcast itself, more subdued, thoughtful, and appreciative of the chance to witness the members in such a genuine setting. The appeal of the live was not in unexpected happenings or carefully crafted performances, but in the reminder that the artists, who millions admire on global stages, are also individuals who find joy in simple leisure moments by the sea, together without scripts or spotlights. The shifting colors of the sky served as a backdrop that heightened the sense of closure, with the natural transition from day to evening guiding the rhythm of the broadcast. And as the shadows lengthened, the members began wrapping up their time at the beach, casually collecting belongings and brushing off sand from their clothes without rushing. Through the lens of the phone, these small actions carried a weight of authenticity, showing the side of their lives that fans rarely see but often long for. And it was this balance between global fame and ordinary simplicity that made the live resonate so strongly. The closing moments of the stream were steady and unembellished, Jungkook finally lowering the phone slightly while still allowing the view of the group against the fading light, the sound of waves continuing as the most consistent element throughout. The fans watching knew that nothing monumental had occurred, yet the entire sequence felt special because it offered an unfiltered glimpse into the rhythm of shared time, the subtle gestures of care among the members, and the beauty of a day spent together without pretense. By the time the live ended, the beach had grown quieter, and the glow of dusk had settled fully, but what remained with viewers around the world was the impression of warmth, sincerity, and closeness that carried far beyond the shorelines captured on screen, closing the chapter naturally with a sense of contentment that matched the setting of the day.